So one of the campaigns we really started going all in this year was around Giving Tuesday. And because there's so much going out there in the world, we're like, let's do something a little bit different to let our alums know that they can participate on Giving Tuesday. Virginia Tech had never really gone all in on Giving Tuesday. There was a little bit of hesitation. So we decided let's really go all in with this digital thing, integrating mobile and social media ads and letting those be the drivers because that's where we knew our core audiences of the Gen X and millennials were at. And by doubling down on this, we're like, you know what? We really think this is the right strategy to meet people where they're at on a day where there's so much noise and clutter and every nonprofit trying to be out there. So, one of the things we did were to integrate 3 text messages within this critical campaign. And we were a little nervous at first about sending 3 text messages with 3 asks in a 4-day window. But what we saw is that in this example, the content was unique. The content was very time specific. They understood the message they were getting and why they were getting it on the day that they were getting it. We saw through earlier learnings that if we offered an amount, we were more likely to get a gift from that alum. And in fact, the average gift was significantly higher than the offered amount. So if you see on our first message that first text really helped drive conversions. That was one of our most successful messages, and we had about 40 gifts directly through text message just on that first one alone. At the end, we looked at this entire Giving Day campaign, and there were over 800 gifts. Virginia Tech had never seen a single window of giving be that successful when it was only a digital campaign. At the end of it, we saw that 60% of those 800 gifts came from mobile devices, and 200 of those gifts came directly from those text messages. When we looked at those who received a text message versus those who had not received a text message, that conversion was even higher and stronger, that text message influenced that donor to take action on another channel. And for us, that was a huge win because we were starting to meet the donors where they were at in a channel that they wanted to consume that content. For us, what was also really, really impressive is that most of those 200 gifts were from people who had never made a gift to Virginia Tech before. So double winning, we got a new donor, and now we know it's a channel that we can continue to reach them on.